Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to learn about what is a memoization. So, what is a memoization? Memoization is an optimization technique that makes app run more faster. So, actually, how it will work? Like how we make our apps very fast. It does this by storing computational results in cache and retrieving the same information from the cache the next time it needed instead of computing it again. So in a simpler words, we will just run our function for the first time with the params, and we will store that param key and value in one cache, like in one storage. And for the next time, if you are passing the same arguments again, now this time we are not going to do the whole process again. We will just retrieve that value from the cache and return it. In that way, what we going to achieve is this will doesn't hamper the performance of our application. Again and again, if you are doing the same computational with the same parameters, doesn't make any sense, right? So this memoization will help us to reduce those repetitive tasks, and it will give the same output every time if we pass the same input. So this is how we learn, like how it will work internally. Now we will see the implementation with some simple problem statement. So here they have given a function called memoization with a callback, and they have given one method called get square where it will return a a into a, like 2 into 2 4, like square of that number. And inside the memoization we are calling this method as a callback, and we are calling giving the passing the arguments in the memo 2 4 2 5. So here what we are expecting is so it should work, it should go and call back in this line number 20 for the 2, and get the a into a as 4, a into a as 4, and store it in the cache. And with the next time in the line number 22, if I call it from the again if I call with the same argument as 2, then it should not again go into this get square, and again it should not do all this computation. It should straight away return me a 4. Like how it will be achieved, we will be seeing today. So in this memoization, again we are calling with one more method. So we need to write this function called memoized. So const memoized is equal to params. So this is the method where we are going to do all the heavy lifting. Like heavy lifting in sense, it will the first it will check whether do we have that key in the cache or not. If it is there, then if it is there, it will return that. If it is not there, it will create a new cache and it will store it. So like how we are going to achieve, we will see that. So now, okay, we have missed this function here. So function params. So now what I'll do is, before that I'll just create one map here to store all our key and values. So let cache is equal to new map. So you can you can think like why we are using a map and why we are not using an object here. So in the objects we can store as a keys, we can store only keys, sorry, strings and symbols. But here in the maps we can store any types, so we will see in the future like how it will be there. So now what I'll do is I'll just check cache dot has or not. So here cache dot has. So I'm checking some key here. If the key is there, I will go inside, else I will go outside. I will just print the next set of line, execute next set of lines. So to get the cache key, I will write one helper function. So function get cache key function params, and it is returning in a stringify way. Okay, sorry, I messed it up here. Got it. So function get cache and params, I'm passing this params, right? So now I will be using those this method here, let cache key equal to get cache key of params. So what I'm doing is, whatever I'm getting this params in sense this get square and 2 and everything, sorry, 2, this 2. So what I'm doing is, I'm just passing this params here, and here what it is doing is, I'm just stringifying that thing. So if I get a 2 here, if I get 2, it will be stringified and it will be converted as a key, and whatever value we have, it will store like here, like 2 into 2 as 4. So this, I'm just stringifying this one. Okay, let's get back to this get cache key. So now I will check this cache key here, whether it's having or not, and if it is there, I'll get those cache key and I will return that one. So okay, so now what is happened here is, if cache dot has cache key means, see, this has and get both are inbuilt methods for the map. So has will return a boolean. If the key is there, it will return a true, else false. This get, what the get will give you, it will get the value cache of get this key, the value, then it will return the value here. So this goes, if key is present in cache, what else if key is not present? So I'll just make it big. If key is not present, so then what we need to do is, once we get this param, we need to call our callback and pass our data here, so that it will do all the computation and return the value. That value we need to store it in our cache. So how we are going to do? We are going to do like this. So just I will take a const output, and I'm calling this callback params. So and now whatever the output will come, cache dot set with this key and output. So I got some output here, like the first time, if it is 2 into 2 4 I got, and in this cache key it will be 2 and output it will be 4. If I'm calling this one, 4 will go, 4 into 4 as 16, and cache key will be the 4 colon 16. So in that way I'm setting it for the first time. For the next time, if you are calling this line number 41, it will do hash check here, it will return a true, it will go inside and it will throw it from the cache, it will return the value from the cache. So done, and the important part is we need to return this output. We need to return this output. So this about the memoized. So later what we need to do is we need to return our memoized, so that so this is about memoized. We will check in the console whether it came right or wrong. So now what I'm doing is I'm just refreshing a page. So I'm seeing the logs here. So what it came for the so I have logged 2 4 2 5, and I'm expecting for the first time it should go inside this get square and log 2, and it should return a 4. Okay, for the next time the same thing, 4, it should log 4 and it should return a 16. For the if I'm going to do memo of 2 again, it should not go inside this get square, but it should rather get this value from my cache, and it should not log here. And for the 5, yeah, it should log. So what I'm doing, log 2 4, log 4, it is 16, but for again it is just printing the 4, but it is not logged in the get square. So this value we are getting from the cache. So then again log 5 25. So yeah, this is about memoization. So we have skipped this computation for this line because we are passing the same arguments. So one more time we will just see, we are having a memoization function. In this memoization function we are passing a callback as a get square. It can be anything, addition, subtraction, Fibonacci, whatever it may be, we can pass anything. So here after passing this callback here, again internally we are having one more function here. So this leads to closures and higher order functions. So we need to have a little bit knowledge on the closure and higher order functions, then it will be very easy to understand memoization. So now what I'm doing is, this is a memoized function inside a function. So this function checks whether the key already have in the cache or not. If it has, it will return, else it will return the output. Sorry, else it will for the first time and return the output. So this is a very simple one. And if you guys may get an doubt, just for stringify purpose, why we have used a separate function here. So going forward in the next video I'll be telling you a memoization next level. Like we will be having a one more params called resolvers. So it's an optional, but to increase the complexity in the interviews, the interviewer may ask. So I will be teaching that in the next video. So till then, have a happy learning. Thank you everyone.